we are recommending you this book called King George. What Was His Problem by Steve Sheinkin. Sheinkin or Sheinkin?
I don't know.
Basically, his name is spelled Sheinkin. So, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Rebecca isn't sure either. So, I don't know. Just call it Sheinkin? Okay, we'll just call it Sheinkin from now on. This book is about King George and the American Revolution. It sounds like a boring history book, but it's actually very playful and funny. So we recommend to third graders and up. Rebecca, do you remember exactly what it says about the American Revolution?
No. Well, so this is like how it started. I remember that. So he like needed more money, so he started taxing the Americans, and then they got mad, and then they killed a lot of the tax collectors, and then no one wanted to be tax collectors, and then a war happened.
Yeah, so basically what happened is there was a war between France and England because George Washington started a raid on a French fort. And so it started a big war. I'm pretty sure he accidentally started it because there was miscommunication. But this isn't what that book is about. What happened is King George started a raid on a French fort. Then France was like, wait a second, we're not gonna just not retaliate. We gotta defend ourselves, right? And then so they charge at England. So they fight on the European continent too, back and forth. And they also fight in the Americas between their colonies. And the war is pretty much about who gets control over the American colonies. And England won. So then King George was like, wait, that war costed a lot of money. What was the war for? To protect their colonists. So why don't we just make them pay for it? And so he started taxing them. And they're like, wait a second, no taxation without representation. We're not being represented in the government, and we're being taxed by it. That's not fair. They're charging us money for something we don't even have a say in. And then when the tax collectors came around, they would usually dip them in tar and cover them with feathers. But sometimes, like Rebecca said, in extreme situations, they would kill them. And just pretty sad, since it wasn't really their fault that the Americans were being taxed. So no one wanted to be a tax collector. So King George repealed pretty much all the taxes, except for the stamp tax and the tax on the tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, actually they repealed the stamp tax. Yeah. But the stamp tax was a very big tax, since it made it so that whenever the colonists bought something with paper on it, the shop owner would have to get a stamp and stamp on it. That costed extra money. Even playing cards, stamp on every card. This was a very extreme tax, and the colonists burned a lot of papers and a lot of things to repeal this tax. Because of all of this violence occurring, King George was like, you know what, this might not be worth it, but we still need money. So let's remove everything except for the tea tax. So then the colonists were still mad. We're still not represented. Why are you still taking money from us? So what they did was the British Tea Party. You've probably heard of it. It's where colonists dump tea in the ocean. And there's a lot of other interesting facts in this book about the American Revolution, wouldn't you say?
What?
There's a lot of interesting facts in this book about the...
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the "wouldn't you save her?"
Oh. Anyways, we recommend, again, this to third graders and above. And thank you for listening. Bye. Happy reading.